Mr. Chapman, the oil rig that's burning in the Gulf of Mexico, which sank today, do you have any ideas what that's going to do to oil prices? This is just one platform.
Well, I wouldn't think it would affect him at all. And it's unfortunate those things happen. I don't know why it's happened, and I hope everybody's safe.
And Mr. Here's a quick question as we wrap up the show today. Mr. Chapman, are there any jobs out there that are safe?
Not really. Even your own business. I think, the fundamental jobs in the production and processing of food, people have to have food, and that's a fundamental. Even sales of clothing in time will go down if you have a deflationary depression. And probably the industry will probably do reasonably well because people got to have it.
One last question from a Marine in Afghanistan. He comes in and he says, Mr. Chapman, the Iranians and the Afghanis over here are refusing to take trade in U.S. dollars. I hear the same thing from Marines coming in from Iraq. What is this going to do to the International Currency Fund because these three countries, we're here fighting for what? I don't know, other than guarding these fields of poppies, and yet the American dollars aren't being traded on the big scale. What is this going to do to us, and why are we here fighting, if you have any idea?
Well, first of all, the reason a dollar is not going to be accepted, people don't want them because they think they're going to go down in value. Second of all, we're in Afghanistan because of its unique geopolitical position. You're on the southern flank of Russia. You're on the western flank of Pakistan, India, China, and then on the other flank, you have the Middle East. That's number one. And were you to want to launch a major war effort against other surrounding countries, it's a good place to do it from. Second of all, the heroin business is $300 billion a year, and 93% of all the heroin comes from Afghanistan, which you're guarding. And the largest producer today of marijuana is in Afghanistan.
Well, that's a good, cool thought to go play a round of golf with. We hope it's going to be raining here this weekend, Mr. Chapman, and I'm sure that you and Judy are going to have a little sunshine where you're located. Have you had an opportunity to go out and play any this last week?
Well, Judy played in 3 tournaments this week, and she did fairly well. And I'm playing in 2 tournaments, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then next week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I'm playing with the super seniors. These are the people who they've already got the graves dug for. They're just waiting for us to fall in.
I have a Marine comes in from Terry Point, North Carolina. He says, Mr. Chapman, how did you do last week when you played the old folks? I understand you can hit the ball a little bit further than they do.
Well, I kind of shiver when I hit that first drive and it goes out about 270 yards. I say, who is this masked man?
Mr.
And as you probably know, I say, well, I'm not the Lone Ranger, but I'm certainly not tonto. And the reason why is in Spanish, tonto means stupid.
We appreciate you being on the show, Mr. Chapman. We'll see you next week, sir.
You got it. Bye-bye, guys. And girls.
Thank you very much. God bless. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bob Chapman. We'll be back in 5 minutes.